All right, got this BC Rich Beast here. Thing is a monster. Big pointy shape. Cool headstock as well. All right, gonna try to clean this thing up a little bit. You can notice right away it's missing the locking nuts there. Gonna see if we have something that fits. A little crackly in the pots, which shouldn't be too bad to fix. Pickups sound pretty good. Some other things needing some touching up, but overall, not bad shape. Okay, so yesterday we checked out this guitar, plugged it in. Everything seems to work fairly well on it, aside from some scratchiness out of the pots. Guitar functions pretty well. Looks like it just needs a good clean. We are missing some locking nuts up here. The whammy bar is a little bit loose, but overall, not too bad. So I think I'm just gonna take it apart, take the strings off, give it a good clean, and we'll go from there. Okay, I initially said that I wasn't going to take the tuners off, but the knobs looked a little bit like they needed a really good polish. You can see they're a little tarnished. So I'm going to try to clean them off of the guitar. They're easy enough to take on and off. I'm going to try it with some rubbing alcohol and a microfiber cloth. I'm just going to give them a clean. I'm going to put the alcohol on the cloth and then basically wipe down the tuner with it. All right, so as is very common with these guitars, these pointy guitars, there's a lot of little scrapes and scratches and corners that are dinged up. I noticed that this one up here was pretty bad. You can kind of see it there. That was just wood colored a second ago. I know it's not the right way to do it. You know, the right way to fix that is to get some paint and some clear coat and do it up. But what I did was, what I had available to me was some permanent markers. And just to make it not stand out so bad from a distance, I basically did a combo of two different colors for my permanent markers. I had a red and sort of like a purple color. Laid the purple down, then did the red on top. I think overall it's not perfect for sure, but I think it blended pretty well. I might do it a second time just so that it sits in it a little bit better. I think if you have, I've used furniture markers for little dings like that before. That one's a pretty gnarly one, but for smaller ones, especially if it's black, they make the furniture markers, you hit that, it soaks into the wood really well. So this is kind of a butch repair, but to me, it's less noticeable than like a bright pine or whatever kind of wood that is sticking out. Okay. All right, we're gonna start just cleaning up a little bit. We're gonna get the guitar like baseline clean. Just try to get it cleaner than it is, and then at the end we'll wipe it all over again. Make sure it's real clean. Off camera, real quick, I just took a little bit of steel wool and polished up one of the knobs so you can see how shiny it is. So I'm going to do the same for this guy just to clean it up a little bit. Just put some of its gleam back. Just a little piece of steel wool like this and give it some love. All right, got strings on, gonna tune them up, and then try to balance the tremolo. Right now, it's pretty lovely, but the strings are definitely not tuned, so as we tune the strings, this may come up. We want this to be as flush with the guitar as possible. And then we'll have to loosen them again, tighten the screws on the back to make more tension on the springs, and go about the whole operation. Floyd Roses are tons of fun for this kind of stuff. My friend likes his guitar in drop D, so I'll try to tune it that way.